Today on Discover Wisconsin, we're taking in the sights, the sounds, and the flavors.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
Mauston truly is the gateway to 4 seasons of family fun.
Hello and welcome to Discover Wisconsin.
Beauty awaits around each bend. The enchantment never ends. For every season there's another reason for you to come discover Wisconsin.
Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Klett. Mauston is known as the gateway to 4 seasons of family fun. Today we're discovering what makes this quaint town such a pleasure to visit any time of year.
Located in Juneau County, Mauston is less than an hour and a half from both La Crosse and Madison, and only 30 minutes northwest of Wisconsin Dells. In fact, Mauston is known as the quieter side of the Dells, and for good reason.
It's a peace about it, you know, even just listening to the water or just the wind blowing, the birds.
Mauston may appear as just an interstate exit on the map, but once you get here, you'll discover a world that's separated from the hustle and bustle.
You know, I love this because I feel like we're in the middle of nowhere, yet I see this beautiful cathedral in front of me and your gorgeous library to our right. It's beautiful.
But within that quiet beauty, you'll also find some old-fashioned hometown fun, like the annual Mauston Pumpkin Bash.
Well, my name is Stuart, and I thought that you should know that the world's largest pumpkin weighs 1,810 pounds. Did you know that?
I do now, and thank you for that, Stuart.
Thank you very much.
Bring your little bride.
So you're a bride?
Yeah.
And a beautiful bride you are. Don't do it, kid. Don't do it.
Or your pirate, out to the bash for some tricks.
All right, these gals are good, but they haven't met me yet. We're gonna hula hoop on the old toe.
And lots of treats.
Wow, that's a good cheese curd.
And tons of family fun.
All hail the queen.
Now this is something I just couldn't pass up.
Wow, I hit it. First try, I'm feeling like Rambo.
Just make sure your tank doesn't run out of air and that you leave with plenty of souvenirs.
Thank you, everybody. As Miss Pumpkin Bash, I promise to represent you well. I do. Thank you. It's crazy here, I'm telling you.
There's a 5K and a 10K run walk called the Primetime Jimmy Klein Pumpkin Dash for Cancer, held in conjunction with the Pumpkin Bash. And Mauston also hosts the Primetime Jimmy Klein Ride for Cancer each summer.
Jimmy Klein was a good friend of mine, and we rode a lot together. He was in my Vietnam Veterans chapter, amongst other things. Jimmy was kind of a community-minded individual, always looked out for others. This ride came about in memory of him, to help the American Cancer Society with research and to help Friends and Family Cancer Foundation for assistance.
Bring your bike or car and join the charity road trip. But don't leave without strolling through downtown Mauston.
Downtown Mauston is a very, very friendly city. We actually care about our customers. When you walk in the door, not a potential sale, it's more a potential friend.
The shops in downtown Mauston feature collector's items, antiques, books, and other unique gifts.
The Red Geranium is a framing and gift shop. I am now the host to over 30 local artists, which makes me pretty unique.
From its shops to its celebrations, downtown Mauston conjures up memories of a time past, kind of like being a kid at Christmas. Check out all the celebrations and stores by going to our website, discoverwisconsin.com, and choosing Mauston as your destination. Time for a break, but coming up,
Why should people see Mauston by water?
the answer is next. Stay with us. Welcome back to Discover Wisconsin as we explore Mauston. If you love to be out on the water, Mauston has a beautiful river and 2 lakes for you, including Castle Rock Lake.
Castle Rock is a great place to spend the whole day. You can canoe. In the morning is a great time to fish, spend some time at the beach. You can just wade out in the lake and just relax and enjoy your time.
Didn't have time to bring along the boat? No problem. Rentals are available. And not just boats.
There's something for everybody, no matter your budget and no matter what you prefer.
Decorah Lake connects to the Lemonweir River, which winds its way throughout Mauston and all the way down to the Wisconsin River.
Why should people see Mauston by water?
Well, you see the city in a whole different light. It's a peace about it. You know, even just listening to the water from the paddles or just the wind blowing, the birds, you know, you're going to see and hear more animals.
And you know, being on the river on this beautiful fall day, I imagine that the scenery changes drastically from season to season.
Well, the scenery changes and so does the river. And so that's one thing. If you might canoe this river this year and next year when you come back and join us again, the actual river itself might have taken another little twist or turn. I really believe we have a lot to offer here, Stephanie. And sometimes, you know, as they say, lots of things are best kept secrets, and it's not that we've ever wanted to keep it a secret. We've been promoting it for years and years, but there's always a different angle. So you can come back and enjoy it over and over.
You can sign up for water tours of the area that also include canoe camping trips. Or you can camp out at nearby Buckhorn State Park on the Castle Rock flowage. A variety of different sites allow visitors the options to drive in, boat in, backpack, or cart in to their campsite. More rustic fun can be found at Wisconsin's oldest and most famous guest ranch, Woodside Ranch.
The ranch isn't built for people to stay inside the cabins. It's built for the families to get together and spend time together.
This good old-fashioned family retreat has made some improvements over the years, but still remains a classic family-friendly destination year-round.
We have a variety of winter activities, and a lot of it surrounds the cross-country trails that are here and the bunny hill for kids to learn how to ski on the hill or tubing and things like that. We have a variety of different animals here. We have great horseback riding trails. Our breakfast ride is extremely popular with all our guests. But a lot of other recreational activities such as fishing and swimming and horseshoes and volleyball and basketball.
But where you play basketball and volleyball is one of the things that makes Woodside unique.
I rebuilt the barn, which was over 100 years old, and it looks like a barn on the outside, but it's got a basketball court and volleyball court on the inside with a gym down in the bottom, a fitness center.
Woodside Ranch is a true tradition in the Mauston area, and it's a great place for you and your family to start your own. History buffs can satisfy their curiosity in Mauston with a stop at the Borman House.
Ben Borman built the house 135 years ago, and he had purchased the rights to the power on the dam on the Lemonweir River, and he had a huge flour mill. He sold flour all over the Midwest.
Now home to the Juneau County Historical Society, the Borman House displays a wide variety of donated historical items, including things that belonged to the Bormans when they lived there.
Such as a cradle and a rocking horse, and pictures and a wedding dress and a shawl. And the first Mrs. Borman's melodeon is in our grand parlor. We do have a lot of antique veterans items, a display of radios and typewriters. We have a candy case from the White's grocery store in New Lisbon, and that's about 105 years old.
You can see these historical items on summer weekends or by appointment. Find out more by going to discoverwisconsin.com and choosing Mauston as your destination. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get a little hungry.
The presentation is so beautiful, I almost don't want to bite in. But then again, it is my job.
That's coming up next. Stay with us. Discover Wisconsin is back with our trip to Mauston. Whether you arrive in Mauston by plane at the local airport or drive into the area, you'll find everything you need for a great getaway. There are several hotels right off the interstate, as well as places to camp or rent by the lake. Be sure to stop at the Visitor Center for more information on all the fun events in Mauston and some ideas on things to do in the area, like hitting the links at Castle Rock Golf Course. Designed to be user-friendly, this 18-hole course still has plenty of challenges for every type of golfer. You won't have any trouble finding a good meal in the area. In fact, many of them come with a little something extra.
The view here is just amazing. The sunsets are just beautiful. South Shore is American fusion cuisine, and our food that we offer here is quite unique. We have a lot of fresh seafood and things like that, shellfish, oysters, lobsters. We also hand cut our own steaks. Everything is made in-house. Soups, stocks, and sauces, everything is made here, fresh, daily.
This crab cake is in a wonderful sauce with pineapple and onions and tomatoes. I don't think I've tasted anything like it.
The same was true for the cedar plank salmon and the seared scallops with vanilla banana sauce.
The food at South Shore is unbelievable. So is the atmosphere, and the view doesn't get any better. You have to discover this one for yourself.
Our next stop on the Mauston Cuisine Tour is a place that might make you wonder just how did they come up with that name.
We were working on names, and we were in the Cayman Islands. We're on vacation. Turtles were very, very big there. So turtle was going to be part of the name, and then we just kept putting other adjectives with it, and dirty stuck. And so it became the Dirty Turtle.
The Dirty Turtle serves up a full grill menu with tasty appetizers, burgers, and a traditional Wisconsin Friday fish fry, all in a fun atmosphere. They have special events every Saturday night and host the annual Turtle Dunk on New Year's Day, which raises money for the American Cancer Society.
I have been hearing for years from people all over the state how great Cozy's Pizza is. So I am excited to finally be here with Tanya. What are we doing?
We are going to make a family-size Works pizza.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you step by step.
Great.
This is our family pan.
This is huge.
Cozy's pizza dough is made fresh at the restaurant with a family recipe from Tanya's grandmother, Stella, who started the business in 1971.
So the first step, once crust is rolled out, is we come over and we put the sauce on.
That sauce looks so good.
This is her own recipe, been passed down from one generation to another.
I really can smell everything already.
It has a lot of seasonings in it, gives the pizza a lot of flavor.
Next up was the sausage, then the freshly shredded Wisconsin mozzarella cheese.
And you're not skimping on the cheese either.
Oh no, we don't like to skimp on anything.
We finished our pizza off with some pepperoni and lots of veggies. Popped it in the oven, and less than 15 minutes later, we had a piping hot Cozy's Works pizza.
I love it.
You can even get a frozen Cozy's pizza to take home for later. Get the scoop on all these restaurants by going to discoverwisconsin.com and choosing Mauston as your destination. Coming up next, ever make sausage?
So there you go.
All right, so
them
now
two right there. Give her a good whip. You got it already.
Oh, they're slippery.
We're back discovering Mauston. We've had a long tradition here on Discover Wisconsin of sampling food, but it's usually served in restaurants. Today, I'm stepping behind the scenes.
Have you ever heard of land Jaeger? Well, John from Wisconsin River Meats is here to tell us what this delicacy is. What is it?
Well, our land Jaeger is a semi-dry meat snack sausage. It's mostly made of beef, a little bit of pork. We stuff it in natural casing, and then it's a fermented sausage.
John showed me how they twist the land Jaegers to divide them up and put me straight to work.
I've never done this before in all these years.
So there you go.
All right, so
them
now
two
I wanna
right
go.
there. Give her a good whip. You got it already.
Oh, they're slippery.
After a bit of practice, I mastered the art of land Jaeger twisting.
It's quite squishy.
Next up, flattening the sausage. Land Jaegers are traditionally flat. They're traditionally a Swiss hunter sausage, so you're gonna spread them all out. Of course, you got the hang of this, no problem.
I'm doing a little smushing.
After a quick check for air pockets, we worked on hanging the Landjager in preparation for smoking.
We've got 3 smokehouses here, and we hickory smoke them for about 10 hours till they're fully cooked.
I couldn't wait that long to try the finished product, so I headed out to the retail store to do some sampling.
Okay, Steph, now that you've seen the whole process, we're at the final stage. You get to try it.
Okay, good.
Are you ready?
Yes.
And these are the Landjagers.
I'm ready to reap the benefits, the fruits of my labor.
This is what they look like when they're all said and done.
Okay.
We're just going to cut some up, and you can try away.
I cannot wait. Are you going to eat one with me?
I'm going to eat one right like this.
That is so good.
The Landjagers built this business.
I love it.
I also got to try some cranberry summer sausage and a honey ham stick.
That is so good. You don't have a bad product here.
Thank you.
What goes better with sausage than some fine Wisconsin cheese?
I'm with Levon at Car Valley Cheese in Mauston. I love Car Valley Cheese. You have so many different varieties. How many?
We make here in Mauston about 57 different kinds of artisan cheeses with goat, sheep, and cow's milk. We have our own smoker. We smoke all our own cheese. We age some in a cave.
So a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we do it here.
I love it. So why should somebody visit Mauston?
Because we have the best cheese in the world, and we have 2 stores, and they can sample whatever they'd like.
Oh, and speaking of sampling,
help yourself.
This is the gold winner, right?
It is. This is aged in a cave for about 3 months.
Wow. This is fantastic.
That's why it got a gold.
Internationally.
Right.
That's a big deal.
It's very good with a glass of wine. It's good with dried fruits. It's just plain good eating.
Speaking of wine, it's about that time to visit another local favorite, Burr Oak Winery.
Well, I think we have the taste of Wisconsin. You know, when we grow most of our fruit, the grapes that can be grown here have a different flavor to them than grapes grown in California or Iowa or New York.
You'll find several varieties of both reds and whites at the winery, which are available by the glass, bottle, or case. Visitors can also take a tour of the winery and visit the tasting table.
The last white is the Delaware. Again, it's the name of the grape it's made from. It is like a white Concord. You're going to have lots of fresh, grapey flavor to the mouth, going to have a very unique floral finish.
You can learn about and taste as many wines as you wish. From sampling some incredible local favorites to spending a gorgeous day out on the lake. You just can't go wrong exploring such a beautiful area.